Monday omukago gwa Intergovernmental Authority on Development gwa IGAD bashitamire omu virtual meeting. President wa Uganda ayaddressing omukago ogwo, President wa Kenya ayabiraryo mu rukiko ndworumwe, amahanga ga East Africa gabire garyo mu mukago ndwo gwa IGAD, ihanga rya South Sudan ryo hate ndyo ryino bwa Kenya, kandi na Djibouti nayo erimu. President Museveni agisire ngo batekwa kora cyone cy'u kubasika okorango kurwana barekera habo kuba okurwana kwa ryo bakora mu Sudan ngo utari mu sense nemwe ero kuba leta ro kurwana konko yishuke ngo nobwe kuba United Nations na yeshabire ngo barekeraho kurwana bagumiza muno barwana. European Union yashaba ngo barekeraho kurwana bagumiza muno barwana. Russia yashaba ngo barekeraho kurwana bagumana barwana. China yashaba ngo barekeraho kurwana bagumana barwana. Embere yashoba yishuka ngo China ine investments nyingi munongo muri Sudan na no mwihanga area Russia na ryo rukora mu investments samana munongo kutimba gold nebindi muri Sudan amwe na South Sudan. So bagambira ba general babire balema Enshonga ko barwanisa neyo bwebembezi. General Muhammad Hamdan the Little Muhammad wena yendangu obwebembezi bugaruko mu mikono y'abantu banyenyere Bashir akarugo mbwebembezi then amahe ga Sudan Armed Forces hamwe na Rapid Support Forces bakicharazana bakata Bashir kwa chini ya ulinzi bakamuyeho soka bena yendangu hati amahego na gagaruko mbaraksi gasigare obwebembezi buhebwa abantu. Iki General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan atarukwikirazaje irizo shongere kwa letera bagumiza muno barwana ni okutura tunje obwebembezi obwa civilian amahe aga Sudan Armed Forces hamwe na Rapid Support Forces. Yujuka ngu General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan nuwe yatendekire General Muhammad Hamdan nanama bona jimitwali 10 ya Rapid Support Forces bona bakandi bishiruzana President Omar al-Bashir okurango bataho that paramilitary unit yokurango ya shengura abajanja wido mu Darfur na South Kordofan. Now edizo shonga ni amahegita ga Rapid Support Forces emitwali 10 negaza kutebwa omu mahega Sudan aga Sudan Armed Forces numuzako batwaza buta ishuka ngo mwaza kora integration hine mu rukureba nabare Enshonga ya rank and command nabare Enshonga y'byamagara and education hati itwe aba Rapid Support Forces kutwa kuba tutashomire abana tubabargira hanku to batashomire bakakwate munda bakayambihanga bakaritereza hatwe na nsako maturya ma private ico kizaho obwegese nibaza kubukonsideringa abarabe bino bwegese butena buti mwaza futunga rankes tena ziti abarabe batay amagara gabo gali marunji abamwe numuzafuta abarabe barwire batachine mani numuzafutaha futura atahe nzafutaha na package rukwingana ki akasimo kitu nikingana ki abare healthy and educated nubazafutana kira ranks zingahi ebyo byona bya leta esasage bagumiza muno bamashana mbwenu nareba General wa ara the Rapid Support Forces General Hamdani yaruga kushohoza amukura gwa Twitter nguwe yaganiraho na Secretary of State wa America Anthony Blinken. So kuyaganiraho na Anthony Blinken Secretary of State wa America ishikango America ni kigambwa ngu bari ya side ya General Muhammad Hamdani abukira ngo nayenda democracy na transition to the civilian leadership ejendo misho na naganda mahanga gariyone gabeshengereza ngo please. Now yazamukora gwa Twitter now shahina ndachika anana munana zeri zobo kwa 218 yatugira following a conversation with the United States Secretary of State at Secretary Blinken and outreach by our friendly nations similarly calling for a temporary ceasefire. The Rapid Support Force reaffirms its approval of a 24 humanitarian armistice to ensure the safe passage of civilians and the evacuation of the wounded. Now, najirango gwa nyuma yo kuganiraho na Secretary of State wa America Anthony Blinken na naganda mahanga manywani ga Sudani okugirango please mubanze mwemerezo kurwana abantu babulijo kabafuka atinyowe nichiriza twaza kurekeraho kurwana okumara eshaha 20 abernina esha 23 tari kurwana kiyambe abantu babulijo barugo myanya turiyo tushenguranamo bagire yibatora kandi na nabarwire abahutazibwe batwarwa mu marwariro wabotariho. General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan yagira nguwe ejo ceasefire yeshabirnina takujimanya takumanya abadagaro Hamdan Dagaro bagikirizana honoha ngwecho ncumanye ngu akonaka kodyo ho kugira ngo babanze betereze abo kugira ngo bashekwire kube munonga a crushing defeat ngo batire ku munonga so baryo ne bisango haro that ceasefire yeshabirnina okuri groupinga bakagaraka bakaza kurwana kandi we Dagaro Hamdan Muhammad general nagira ngu banyuma yo kuganira na secretary of state bakaganira na ganda mahanga nka igado ko biri negamba na president Museveni ko ariyo nashaba na president wa Kenya na president wa Djibouti na president wa South Sudan okurango bataho umushongeze buguru butakora hansi okurwana kubanze kwa yemereraho naho General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan yagira ngo ebyo tari kubimanya mwene calculator president wa Uganda ariyo mu rukiko rwa IGAD babira rwatendingire vachale urebe ebyari kugamba ahari Sudan.
The idea of high level delegation, I support it. But I also support immediate ceasefire and disengagement of forces. There should be no renewed fighting in that town. Then they can handle these other issues, and that high power delegation will assist in contributing ideas so that we stop this really tragedy and mockery of African independence. Our elders were fighting for independence, for a better future, not for endless mishandling of the people's affairs. I really condemned all this misuse of force in a situation which needs dialogue. And we must discover who is it in the Sudan situation who is pursuing illegitimate aims which are not principled. Who is it? You can't just go on paper over issues when people are dying. These wars don't only kill people, but they also kill the future of the people. Somebody has built up a small business in Khartoum or Kampala or what, then you start a war. What happened to his business? Are you going to compensate him? Or they will now go to start afresh when they had already built up some capacity? And then the fourth point is what I asked General Burhan when he came here. But when will you have elections? Because really that is the medicine for political issues. The country does not belong to the Sudan army, does not belong to this rapid something. It belongs to the people of Sudan. They are there. I don't know how many they are now, 40 something. If you have got a political dispute, why don't you ask them to help you resolve? Because this is their country. I thank the Executive Secretary for calling this emergency meeting of the IGAD heads of state. When I last visited Khartoum, and in all the other meetings before, Naivasha and so on, I always told the Sudanese about the dangers of ideological and strategic mistakes. We used to discuss with the General Bashir the dangers of encouraging the ideology and the politics of identity, of tribes, identity of race, Arabs, Africans, identity of religion, Muslim, Christian, And I used to tell General Bashir that this is very dangerous for that country. And indeed, eventually the country broke up into north and south. Now within the north, you still see some of these problems. So therefore, it is not correct to go on papering over mistakes year after year, decade after decade. And the ordinary people suffer so much on account of the ideological, strategic, and political mistakes of leaders. We must have principled politics. Principled politics. Even when you are to fight, you fight for a principled cause. Don't fight for just opportunistic causes.
So, President Museveni nagira ngu president wa Djibouti ataho mu nshongezo abokwa no libihanga rya Sudan ne Roma baharabu kandi dini yabone y'Obusiramu. And secondly, President Salva Kiir mayardi to wa South Sudan na amanya Oroharabu Arabic obundi he can, you know, communication is very important. He's their brother, so they are emotionally, religiously, geographically, they can most likely listen to someone near them as in those spheres, religiously, what politically, than other good leaders at a distance. Now, President Najirangu ihangaria Sudan tirya mahiga Sudan Armed Forces, ihangaria Sudan tirya Rapid Support Forces aba General Mohamed Adagalo Ahamadan. Nirya abantu ba Sudan tubo bashimira kwandi batandika kwitwa now ahabwo rutaruru mpaha. Najirangu there is no sense abo cyo bashimira kuba nibarwana no kongera kumanyisa ngo envoy wa United Nations yatugira ngo abantu igana cyana na batano baheriza kufa kandi 18 have been wounded. De kamfutora mu remo Khartoum urebe munda okweryo ne tokota ahabwe Enshonga za ba general babiri okuremwa kwikirizana Enshonga zitarukwata yanga ryona mbibyo.
Fighting between Sudan's army and the nation